Today on Movie Buffs. Yes, I never thought I'd say this, but Robert Zemeckis' version of A Christmas Carol could rival the Muppets version. George Clooney uses mind control in Men Who Stare at Goats. Watch out, ladies.
Physics-wise, not much going on here.
And Megan Fox gives us the willies in Jennifer's Body.
No way.
A film directed by Robert Zemeckis, starring Jim Carrey and using one of the greatest novels of all time, deserves a massive premiere, and Disney's A Christmas Carol certainly got that treatment this week in London. The 3D spectacle is the most technologically advanced movie in history and is set to wipe the floor with other movies this Yuletide. A Christmas Carol creates perfect animated versions of its stars Jim Carrey, Colin Firth and Bob Hoskins in a new and magical version of the many-copied Dickens classic.
Yes, hurry, lads! No more work tonight! It's Christmas Eve!
Carrey plays all three ghosts and Scrooge, and as ever gives an incredible energy-filled performance to match the imagery that even in 2D form leaps out of the screen. Robert Zemeckis is the man behind Polar Express and Beowulf, but also of course the Back to the Future trilogy, and has become fascinated by what the 3D world opens up.
Yes, they do. They give you a world that's only bounded by your own imagination. I mean, you know, the 3D digital cinema allows you to do anything that you can imagine. It's wonderful.
The easy criticism of this movie is, well, we've had it before, over 20 times in film and with a number of spin-offs and allegories. And after the Muppets Christmas Carol, which was quite frankly incredible, why have another one? Well, first off, it's Christmas, secondly, it's Disney, and thirdly, it's in 3D. I could watch this story every year, but why not make it visually more stunning, which this seriously achieves.
So what you're saying is that you were a psychic spy? A Jedi warrior.
I'd heard that the US government was training psychic soldiers, and that Lynn Cassidy was the best of the best.
I've been reactivated. I'm on a mission.
I could come. Lynn's story was unbelievable, crazy, and completely true.
George Clooney and Ewan McGregor have teamed up for black comedy Men Who Stare at Goats. Inspired by John Ronson's non-fiction bestseller, it's about a group of US soldiers in Iraq who have a rather unusual method of dealing with the enemy. Rather than using weapons, they use paranormal powers.
See, I barely moved. Physics-wise, not much going on here. It's the psychic energy that's important. You okay?
George's character, Lynn Cassidy, is a former member of the said top-secret psychic military unit, while Ewan plays journalist Bob Wilton, a keen reporter who comes across the story of a lifetime when he meets Special Forces operator Lynn.
Isn't that too far away? They're all far away. It's gone.
That's not the only thing he can do. Think back to the title of the movie and check out what happens to this poor goat.
Holy.
Now, these two aren't the only famous faces to watch out for. Up-and-coming director Grant Heslov also got Oscar-winning actor Kevin Spacey and Jeff Bridges on board. Kev nails it, playing another great baddie, while Jeff is Bill Django, the guy who heads up the paranormal team.
It's a very exciting group. George and Kevin Spacey and Jeff Bridges. It's an amazing cast, and it's very, everyone's so very, very different, you know, as all actors are. And Jeff's incredibly meticulous and into detail, and then you really get to play with him when the camera's turning. There's real sense of play, and it's great fun. It's really great fun.
Megan Fox playing a man-eating hot cheerleader who gets her kit off. What's not to like, hey boys? So feast your eyes on Jennifer's Body. The dark comedy horror is all about a high school queen bee, loved by the guys and who loves herself. But after an encounter with an occult rock band, she turns teen demon.
No way.
She's eating boys. They make her really pretty and glowy, and her hair looks amazing.
She becomes at one point in her life a victim, and then she becomes a predator of sorts, and things get crazy.
It's up to her best friend Needy, played by Amanda Seyfried, to save the day before she devours her boyfriend. Written by Diablo Cody, who won an Oscar for Juno, the script is clever and laugh-out-loud funny.
You're a jerk. Wow, nice insult, Hannah Montana.
More of a stretch than Transformers, the part of self-obsessed, stuck-up Jen soothes Ms. Fox down to the ground, and Amanda's just as believable as the class geek. It's also one of the rare chances to see a feature where women play hero and villain, and for Megan, the movie's feminist principles were part of the appeal.
I think it's incredibly special that it was written by a woman, it's directed by a woman, and it's starring 2 women. It's not a chick flick is the thing. It's a badass movie that's gonna shock people.
Says a whole lot too about the trials of female relationships.
I couldn't bring myself to hurt you. I mean, I'm a really good friend.
Leave.
Much of the subtext may be lost on those watching though, but expect plenty of jump out of the seat moments. Okay, so not quite as chilling as some might have liked. Then again, there is plenty of this foxy lady to gawp at, so we doubt the fanboys, who this is undoubtedly aimed at, will mind.
You only murdered boys.
I go both ways.